Hi, we're here with Carl Tannenbaum, Chief Economist of Northern Trust. Carl, great to see you.
Good to be with you.
So it seems that many countries are closing their borders a bit. What's going on?
After a generation of embracing the benefits of free trade, it seems like many countries around the world are questioning them. I would say that the recession, the terrible recession we had after the 2008 financial crisis, is the root cause. All of a sudden, the formula that had worked so well was coming into question. Whether turning over some business and trade and commerce to the global arena instead of keeping it inside the borders was really the wisest thing to do.
So do trade restrictions help economies in some respect?
In general, they do not. The belief is that you close the borders, it will create a lot of additional jobs. People will be consuming more domestic content. But that also has the potential to raise the costs that people pay for things, because often things sourced from outside the borders are more inexpensive and adjusted for quality just as good. In addition, it can prompt retaliatory actions. If you begin to restrict trade, you'll find other nations doing the same thing in return, which could harm some of your export businesses. The challenge always is that the benefits of free trade are often very subtle in the form of lower prices that we may not realize we're paying at the store, whereas the cost in the form of lost jobs or hollowed-out industries may be more apparent.
What are the limits on countries in terms of what they can do?
There are international organizations that try and bring some order to the trade arena. The one that's currently most prominent is the World Trade Organization, or WTO. It succeeded earlier bodies that tried to create some ground rules for trade and make restrictions on when trade could be impaired. If a country has a grievance, they can take it to the World Trade Organization in the hope of getting remedy or adjudication. The challenge is that the WTO has a very large caseload on the basis of all the trade restrictions that nations have tried in the last 10 years, and support for the WTO is also in some question, again, as the nationalist sentiment begins to ask, should there be an international organization that tells us what to do?
How would you expect markets to react to a retreat from globalization?
I suspect they wouldn't react very well. It's been an ingredient in revenue growth, business expansion, and profitability. Simply stated, if we begin to close the borders, it would also constrict profit margins and market performance.
Carl, thanks for your time.
My pleasure.